Hello, welcome back to the channel. So, yeah, today we actually gonna check about. Oh, okay, sorry. So let me share this first. As it's just open. So, what it is actually about? Hmm. So this is just like I purchased a domain yesterday, and as you can see that we also built some minor temporary page where people can see at least something, right? Then yeah, we're gonna upgrade it later. Okay, so today's thing is not about this one. Let's go to the detail or pose it to you. So yeah, this one. We are creating one package. We are starting creating one package which is still not created yet. So what we're gonna do is we gonna mm, add some stuff to it. So is good or not? I don't know. Let's go ahead. So what we are actually like what is the problem? So whatever we are doing, we are doing for solving some issues, right? Not liking to like. Okay. So what we're gonna do is, see, we have one issue. Oh, yeah. Hey Gina, thanks for joining. Hey Patricia. Hmm. So see, when you actually see Laravel.com or something like that, right? And oh, it's still taking time. By the way, Patricia, I haven't shown it. I showed like the site to everyone. I purchased a domain called mrpunipal.dev and I just created a temporary page for this and you can see this elephant already, which is funny. But yeah, I like it. So let's go ahead and in the documentation we have the jobs, right? You can say a few jobs or whatever. So what we know is we never have a user. So uh, the user, right? We never have a user into the our queued jobs, right? So if we dispatch anything, any job, right? We will never have a user check your audio. Hmm. Is it not good? Is there anything which is not good? Let me know. Okay, fine. It's low. Okay. If it is low, then let me check the settings. 100% from there. Okay. Mute. Wow, why? So I think the mic was muted. So So, hmm, I think now it will be much better, right? Isn't it? Let me know, because I guess the mic was mute and it was automatically switched to my headphones or something like that, right? So let me know if my voice is now proper in the comments. Okay. Hmm. Anyone facing it now better? Gina, really want to understand the issue because I changed it now, so it should be fine now. Hello, Junel Dela. Thanks for joining. Junel, can you confirm that now the mic quality is better than before? Hello. Okay, let's go ahead. So yeah, whenever we dispatch any job, right, on any particular, right, we never have uh, uh like user into that particular job, right? Okay. Thanks, Junel. Okay. So what we're gonna do is today is see, we are making one package, right? So what I did is I haven't done much to create this package. What we did is see, we just go to the Spashi package skeleton, right? Okay, it's getting bit low, but it is okay. So of course, why it is taking time, I don't know. Okay, so I just say use this template and create a repository, and I created a repository, right? That's it. Okay, and then what I did is I just run those code, whatever it is. Thanks, Jinal, for confirmation. Uh, so after that, what I did is I created two middleware, right? One is into the jobs and one into the HTTP, right? Hmm. So that is what I just did, but I haven't I don't have any progress yet. Let me tell you what we gonna do is, see, we will mm, create two middlewares, and let me show you one thing. So let's say context. Text. I don't know why it is bit slow. Uh, Test. Everything is bit slow. Why? I really don't know. I need to check. It is related to my internet quality or something like that. Sorry, I need to check. Let's do speed test. It bit slow. I think maybe I don't know. Okay, so yeah, context. So what the context is about? I mean, so you can add. Uh, See, you can add a context while working with your code, right? And this context will be available everywhere. I mean, mm, right, let's the context capabilities enable you to capture, retrieve and share information throughout your request, jobs, commands executing within your application. This is captured in information is also included in your logs written by your application, giving you a deeper insight into a surrounding code execution history that occurred before a log entry was written, right? So it is like it is allow us to share a data to job, right? That is what it does, right? So we gonna get help from this, right? hmm. so so what we did till today is we added one middleware which is for web routes, right? let me do something like this. Huh? So we added one middleware which is related to like HTTP authorization, HTTP middleware, and we have created one more middleware, right? One is authorized jobs and other is authorized job, right? And what we're gonna do is we're gonna have, right, uh, see, we will set Laravel auth jobs auth ID and Laravel auth jobs auth guard, right, to the context, right, with this middleware. And if see, if we uh, on particular on the middle job middleware, we're gonna uh, see, we're gonna add uh, let's turn off the lights. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna like get this to context from the database, I mean from the context like auth id and auth guard. Then we will just say that for this guard log in this particular we log in using this particular id, right? So that is what we're gonna do, right? hmm I hope you guys are understanding. hmm so of course I just wrote this code, I haven't run this code yet, so let's try to run it. hmm So for running this code, first thing we can do is we can write either test or we can just have one Laravel project, right? And so let's open a new window, right? And what we can do is with the new window we can open a project from our, wait, okay, packages and Laravel. See, right? And we must have uh this here. So what we can do is, oh, we don't have that. Okay, okay, yeah, we have this one. So hmm, even we was having something here. I think it should. So let's see if we can say that we will have a Mr. Punyapal, uh, Laravel, auth, jobs, right, and that will be at the rate Dave, right? But what we actually need here is, I think we was having something here which is was like repositories or something like that. So I need to check when we removed those repository stuff. Yeah, here. So what we can do is we can just say that I uh, need this, and of course we can just add it over here and say this will be Laravel auth jobs, right? Hmm. Where is the error? Yeah, and say composer update, right? Okay. Hmm. Okay, it is saying that Laravel auth jobs does not exist. So we need to check why it does not exist, where it is actually located. So we can say the copy relative path and just paste it. SRC jobs, whoa, copy path. Projects Laravel auth jobs is there. Okay. So what we are missing here is, I think it should be uh, something like contribute, or we even, yeah, I guess something like this.
And if I now do a composer update, it should gonna work, I guess. Yeah, it worked. Right. Hmm. Now it's much better. Okay. So of course now it is installing the Laravel job from the our uh, repo. Hmm. That it auto load files. And what we're gonna do is now, hmm, I think much better, I guess. Yeah. So see, we are using this context of firstly, right? Hmm. Mm. No, no, it's streaming. So I think people are there. Maybe we are live. And Nuno is live. Bad. Oh, Nuno is not there. Maybe he took a break. Yeah, he back. He's back. Mhm. I think people are there, busy there. So that's okay. So now what we are doing here is we are just waiting for our auto loading the files. Hmm. Let's see if we can finish this up today. No one is taking interest. Um, hmm. So auto loading is done or not? Yeah, it's done. So what we're gonna do is now we're gonna say that we will auth sorry a middleware, and we will say that authorize rise jobs, right, and class. So if we now have something like this here called auth, so let's do a login over here with, we must have one user already, so let's check that as well. So of course let's do php artisan. So uh, let's just move it this to the editor and pin this because we haven't. So I think now we have it already. So let's do dd maybe with the uh, user first. Right, so we can check if we have a user in the database or not. We don't have it, so we will create a one with the factory. FIRS FIRST first. What? We need a create, right? Pause. So now we already have a user in the database, and if I do a first over here, we will have still that user, right? So what we can do is now auth login first, right? And let's do dd auth user, right? So yeah, we are getting that. That's so that it is logged in already, right? And now what we can do is we can say PHP artisan make job, and job name should be hmm, or job with auth. Yeah, job with auth, right? And it has been created, right? I think, yeah. So it has been created already, and where it is, should be somewhere here, right? And see, let me show you something. So job middleware, right? Yeah, we have it, something like this. So how we can apply? So we need a method something like this. We can just put it at place of constructor for now, and of course we can say new uh, authorize a job, right? I don't know if parenthesis is okay, not important. Hmm. And we can say dd, or we can say the info. I need a you user over here, right? And we will have something like this in the context, auth id and a total user, I guess, whatever, right? And this should work, I mean, right? So let's see env firstly. So SQLite session database, queue connection database, and catch connection, catch store is also a database. So what we can do is we can say firstly php artisan q q QE. Listen, and yeah, now it is processing the queue. And what we can do is we can just dispatch uh, job with the auth, right? And let's just reload this page and check our storage. Okay, storage slash whatever slash logs slash laravel dot log. Whoa, do you mean one of these? We need to run it again. See, we have a user into the jobs already, right? And it worked. I mean, but now what I want to test is, uh, see, we already have a user into the auth, right? Hmm. But see, so it works actually. But what I now what want to do is, let's say I want to, and in log we don't have our context. It has actually auth was web, so we got that, right? And of course that works. So it works. Hmm. So whatever we did is bit good. So let's add it into the readme. Okay. So we can say that this package provides two middleware. One is, let's say, authorize job, and Other is authorize jobs, right? You can add authorized jobs middleware to your uh, HTTP routes, and authorize that middleware to your job, and you can now can now access auth user in your job class, right? Example, let's say example PHP jobs, authorized jobs. Whoa, not this much. Hello, Mohammed. So, uh, for example, what we can say is route middleware and auth, and we can say auto authorized jobs, right? And you can also import that. Yeah, I hope this is the same, right? And let's say we can import yeah, no, why use uh let's say app example job, and let's dispatch that job from here. And now viewable, should queue, dispatchable, interact with. We don't even need those, but yeah, why we need that? All we just can do example should, and yeah, we need to add a middleware stuff over here, which we can grab from somewhere here, just paste it over here. And mm, hey, Mohammed, thanks for joining. Do you know what we are doing, Mohammed? Of course, for now, yeah, and we can remove this from the bottom. For now, let's say, yeah, I guess. And let us import this queuable and should queue stuff as well. So yeah, you are creating a package. Yeah, of course, and we actually was able to do that. See, so let me show you once again what we did is, see, ah, so we added this package which is in our local repository, right? And where uh, we have just said dev, right? And in web.php we applied a middleware called authorize jobs, right? Which we have created, right? And we dispatched one job which is something like this, and we applied authorized job middleware right here. Sorry. Hmm. So now see, if I don't apply this middleware, right, and even if I can comment this code as well, right, and if I run this again. I hope this job getting processed. See, we have ID and user as a null, right? Here, which is uh, here, right? So what we are doing is we are doing auth ID and auth user logging. We are logging the auth ID and auth user, right? But if I remove this middleware from here and add, see, yeah, I add middleware here and here as well. And if now I reload the page and if the job is already processed, we have the user into the log, right? Already. I mean, did you got it, Mohammed? What we did? So if I add this middleware over here and this middleware over here, right? This gonna allow us to access user in a queue, right? What do you say? Is it good, Mohammed? Uh, Samgan? So now what we can do is we can even say get authorize view any user, right? Because the gate will I will explain you that as well. So see, actually, hmm, so actually, so now we can also do stuff like this as well because we have a auth user, right? See, previous let me explain you with the code directly, like how why it is needed to add into the web route, right? So what we do is we have a two middlewares, right? One is authorized jobs, which is HTTP middleware, and another is a jobs middleware, right? Got it. So what we are doing is when the request is processing, we add a context, right? uh, as a auth ID and a driver, a like whatever it is. I mean the guard, right? So we just use a guard and a driver ID into the context, and on the jobs middleware, before processing the job, we just uh, do a login with those particular ID and guard. Simple, not a big deal. But we're gonna add more stuff, like more features, and maybe I'm not sure. Like, should we do it with the login with ID? I don't know because what I want is I want to do it without uh, what we say, like without dispatching the event which like the user is logged in. Hmm. That is like something like I don't know. Like so, you mean I should do it somewhere here? Like if uh auth y- uh check, right? If auth check something like this, uh uh it should be, yeah, facade, and it should be also a facade. And so you mean now if I, okay, this is a different one. Okay, if I now see some problem is happening now, but it can be something different as well because I mean I don't know. Check, right? Context add. See, I think, okay. Wait. What I done is I think is it isn't at the wrong place, I guess. So we should add this into the uh package booted. Is there? Yeah, package is booted now. I don't know. So let's say just call it a boot. Now it is not showing any error. So you are saying that if I remove this middleware from here now, right? It will it will still gonna work. I mean, so let's reload it. It doesn't have any errors. And if I now go to logs, we need to reload it again. So see, user is null. Where should I add it? I mean, Mohammed. So I really got your point which you were talking about, but where should we add it? I mean, I really don't know what do you mean by that. Are you there, Mohammed? Let me know if you're there. Hmm. Okay. So let's go ahead. I don't know if this is gonna work. If you have any idea, let me know. Okay. Wait. I need to do a message. Wait a minute. Okay. Sorry. Okay. I need to find the function in the service provider. Yo. Okay. You can add this. Hmm. So we have this route, right? And we also have middleware. So what you mean? I should add a middleware to that directly? I mean, yeah, I think we can do that. So it is like I don't know what we can do is I guess. So it is like this dot app, and I don't know. I really don't know how to apply middlewares. So yeah, apply middleware globally from package Laravel. Right. Adding a middleware three ways. Define adding middleware Laravel package.com global middleware apply a global middleware configure rate limiting routes. Okay, these dot routes. Hmm. This is not something about alias or middleware. Uh-huh. Okay, I think we can do that. So so what we can do is now uh okay, there is an option called a boot. We need to get a kernel from there. Okay, let's do it. I don't know, but we cannot get that. Routes as routes. These are just about the routes. These are not about the middlewares. Hmm. I really not understanding what we are talking about. So booting package. Okay, so it was actually right a booting package. You mean this? So we can alias that or something like that, but I don't know if we can actually apply this. So we can say a router, right, and append. So I think append to middleware group. So we don't even need to. So actually, they will need a without middleware stuff as well. So hmm. So you mean like this? I hope so. If this works, okay. I think it is. It has error. Hmm. So attribute append to middleware is group is not exist. But the middleware is exists. So let's see what it. Instead of trying to add a middleware, I guess adding context directly better inside. Hmm? Here, I mean. Okay. So if auth. Okay, let's just go to there and copy paste these things over here. If you may, I hope you were talking about this, right? So let's reload it, and it worked. And let's just reload it, and the job is done. So we are not we don't have that user, right? Still we don't have that user, right? Let me know if you still have anything in your mind. We can try that as well. Um, but see, we I don't know if this even gonna work. So what I'm thinking is, can we have kernel, not package booted, booting package? Okay, but booting package and package booted will not be the same. If it is, let me try to copy this. If I don't know if okay, this is actually a do package. No, no, that is not. Let me try this booting package. Okay, so where we was? Okay, so let's try that as well and see. We still don't have the user. Hmm. So let me try this as well. Really getting confused. Okay, we don't need those all over here, and I can. I really. Okay, let's just copy this. Whoa, I think. Whoa, why? Okay, and we don't need this now. But it is saying you cannot. Must be compatible with the boot. That jobs are getting filled. The code might work. This code might work. Which code? See, this is also have a kernel, app, router stuff already. So router is the prepend middleware. We can just say prepend middleware. So let's do that, and it is saying prepend middleware does not work exist. I also found okay. It is not about the. Let's just copy this. I don't know if that gonna work. Right, and it's still failing. What the error? Duration. I don't know that one. So let me know. Booting package. We already tried the booting package. Huh. Trying to send the this. Okay, you sent something on the Telegram. Oh. Hmm. So we need to import a router and we can say auth jobs. Let's see that this as well. Okay, I think it stopped failing now. And if I reload this, yeah, we it worked. Thanks, Mohammed. So you don't even need to now have this middleware, but so we can now read me, right? And because we need to open it as a oh the wrong readme is getting a bit confused. Yeah. So we can say that you don't need to add this, right? And of course, middleware you can add this middleware to your job class and now uh, access auth user in your class, right? Simple, right? Thanks, Mohammed. Now we have a less configuration to worry. Yeah, of course. So let's just push this. Okay, we need to format this. Whoa. Mm. And yeah, so thanks, Mohammed. Again, hmm, this is cool actually. So now we can say that you can configure. So you just need to add a middleware called mm, let's just review this. So it is like you need to add a package, then you can add this authorize authenticate. I guess it should be authenticate, right? Authenticate. I don't know. We need to work on the name, I guess, because I don't know if okay, I never knew that if you double click on that we can go to the edit. Oh, okay. Hmm. So authorize job. So or authenticated job. Authenticated job will be a good name. What do you say? Suggest uh, middleware name. Hmm. What I'm thinking is let's rename these middlewares to authenticate, right? So of course let's go to the mm, middleware and say rename the symbol and we can say authenticate. I hope the spelling is correct. Authorization, no, authenticate middleware. Authorize ID more of checking the credentials. Yeah, but we are even we gonna actually authorize stuff as well, right? So that is also our goal. But these medals will be for the authenticate, not the authorize, right? And they are always confusing me. Yeah, actually, but so what you gonna name it? I mean, hmm? What can be the name? Authenticate seems fine to me for now, at least, because it is authenticating the job. So we cannot say like get user in your job middleware. So yeah, of course, we actually need to understand. Okay, so let me just close Telegram. If you send me something in the Telegram, Mohammed, let me know. Okay, go for it. Authenticate middleware. Yeah. Hmm. We can also add stuff, more stuff, I guess. And semicolon is missing. Okay. Mm. So we are also going to do authorization as well. I don't know, but I think yeah, I think this is fine. If he or she want to do authorize, so or we can say a gate, right? And authorize, right? Something like this. View example. Okay, here will be a example. Example colon class, right? Uh, okay, and we can import example class as a model. So use app slash uh, perfect. What more features we can add, Mohammed? Hmm. So of course, let's push those changes. Hmm. So what other features we can add? We also need to add taste as well. So job fail notification on Slack. Yeah. In odd job? Oh, so you mean it is about no? Okay, we don't need those stuff. Hmm. So I think it is like authenticate job and we can say like see it is still something like we are getting user, right? So we can even whoa. This is the readme. Okay. Okay. Wait. Yeah. So now uh This will be authenticate job. Wow. Why it is not updated? Mm, it fails. And it says that authenticate job is not exist. Whoa, 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 why? Whoa, wait. Vendors have issue? Paste PHP, mutate, SRC, mutators, return. Why this has issue? Don't know. So why it is saying that, okay, now it has something. Okay, this still have this, right? This should be, this shouldn't be there, I mean, in the logs. Context get. Okay, okay, wait. It should be add hidden, add hidden, and say uh, get hidden and get hidden. So that if I reload this, okay, this fails again. But now we don't have those stuff into the logs. I forgot. I forgot to switch it. This will help you to differentiate the code. I really didn't understand, but why this is saying that we don't have a authenticate. Okay, right. So we actually need to import it. Ah, perfect. So now if I reload this, we have the user already. So now what I say is, uh, see, there is an option. I even want to solve this, right? So if I do login with ID or something like that, right? Or maybe a login with a user or whatever it is, right? It will fire a login event, right? Like the user is logged in. So how I can log in silently? Laravel silent authentication. I created a package to personal usage based on the open source package log. Let me just update this first. Hmm. So I hope we are still live. Yeah, we are. Okay. Auth login. First, you have to create a user model and purchase mode. Thank you for answer. I know this helper login, but my story I would like to log in user manually in the registration content without reload a page. Oh, okay. Authenticate system that checks without events. I mean, let's say login without events. Login event. Do you know like how to disable that login event? So we need to check that as well before moving ahead, right? So of course, let's put a readme as well and give it a I mean a pre-release before that. So let's do that. Really, my internet got issues or what? Let me check. Speed test. Do a speed test. I don't know. Uh, my internet is not working or what? Really, I mean, I actually have a good speed, but it is not working for now at least. Okay, I hope we are still live because sometimes if you lost the internet, the live getting closed. Hmm. Why the internet is this much slow? Okay, whatever. So let's see if our code is pushed. Okay, it pushed, and let's push the readme as well. Oh, sorry. Yeah. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna just quickly go to packages.org and we will copy this from here. See, sorry, internet speed test is experiencing high damage. Whoa, high demand. Really? So we need to submit a package. My internet. Why this internet is this much slow? Okay. So how to submit a package? I forgot. Oh, here we have button. Mhm. Okay. Okay. Has been added. Wow, simply added. And let's see if our readme is pushed or not. Let's just push this. Push it. So we're gonna release a pre give a we will do a pre-release. So how to do a release? Yeah, create a new release. Let's see if the readme is updated. Yeah, it is. So of course now let's do a release. Oh, not like this. Yeah, from here we choose a tag. Let's say 0.1 and generate a release note as well. You have to tag it first. Yeah, set a pre-release and done. So now Mohammed try to install this. We're gonna also try to do that. Okay. Let's go to the, we can say, just do this. Where do you want to move this requirement? Okay, right. Now, actually, we need to remove this and say 0.1, right? Oh, right. And let's do a composer update. I do it manually and then push it. Oh, oh, okay. What are you saying? The package from a higher priority repository do not match your. I was. So we already released, did a pre-release already, but it's still not showing into the packages. Or I don't know. Let's say update, and so I think this will gonna take a bit time, or maybe if it is a pre-release, really don't know. But yeah, Mohammed tried to download it. I already done that, and it worked as well. And of course, so let's remove this and try to reload a page, and we have. Okay, we need to do a PHP artisan, and yeah, so we have the user already, right? So we released it. So let's say, hmm, even why we need that? Yeah. So let's do it about this. Firstly, right? What you gonna say? Hmm. Mohammed, my sound is bad. Okay, so we can say that check this newly created package. Now you can use auth user in of it in your Laravel jobs which are running into the queue. And we can say Laravel divs, right? And let's try to enhance this bit. Yeah. Rocket. And here we will have this one. Just copy this. Okay. So this is what it was for today. Okay. Thanks for joining. And I have my new domain which I have created. I mean, I bought yesterday, and I added uh, a simple a page, a temporary page. We're gonna add more stuff later. I hope you guys like this elephant which is running. I added it. How is the elephant? Let me know in the comments. Okay then. See you guys.